So there's a couple of really nice standard features on this unit. I want to show you guys, explain how to use them. So one of them is variable tension. So you can wrap this pallet here just with one tension. So for example, you want it at 40%. You can wrap the whole thing at 40. But let's say you have sharp corners on it, or there's certain areas where it might be tearing easily. You could say, you know what, on the very bottom of the pallet, I want to do 20 tension. And then when I'm going up, I'll keep it there. But on the way back down, I want to tighten it up because I have basically some coating on there so that it's not going to tear it all. So we'll show you how to use that. And then also another feature is the reinforcement wrap height. So you can do bottom wraps and top wraps and say how many times you want to wrap it. Reinforcement is basically picking a certain part of this pallet and saying, hey, exactly right there, I want to do some reinforcement turns. So let's take a look at the control panel and we'll show you how we can do that. So first thing we want to do is go into, make sure we're in pallet 1, program 1. And we want to go down to the manual controls and hit OK here. So we want to bring the carriage up to figure out that height we want to be at when we do our reinforcement wraps. So I'm going to stop about right here. And I want to know what that value is. So I'm going to go down to general current values. And I'm going to find the value of the carriage right now. Carriage height. Right now it's 32 centimeters. So I want to remember that. And I want to go back. I want to go back to manual controls and bring it back down. Hit OK here. I'm going down. So I bring it all the way down to the bottom. Then I can go back in and go to the cycle parameters. So in cycle parameters, I want to keep a lot of this stuff the same. I'm worried about tension and reinforcement turns. So first thing, C4, film breaking, that's the tension. Right now it's at 30% for the whole cycle. I want to put that to 0 because it's going to read that first before it reads anything else. If it's at 0, it's going to bypass that. So set it to 0. Now the next one is going to be bottom wrap tension. So the idea here is that the pallet on the bottom is going to poke holes in the film. So I want less tension. So I hit OK. I'm going to go down and put it to 20. So nice and low so that it doesn't tear. Next one, ascent tension, I'm going to put to 20 as well. And just leave it there. Hit OK. Top wrap tension, I'm going to put that to 25. And then on the way back down, descent tension, I want to leave at 50. That's where I really want to tighten it up. So if I keep going from there, that's going to be all the tension stuff I want to deal with. I want to go over to the reinforcement wraps. So I'm going to scroll through here. Oh, reinforcement height. So remember it was 32 centimeters. I'm going to change this to 32. Hit OK. And then I want to do that twice. So I want to do this and do 2 times. Hit OK. Then I want to escape. And I want to save this. But I don't want to save it as the one that I'm in. I want to save it as number 3. So I'm going to change this to 3 and hit OK. And escape. Now if I go to 3, now it's going to do all the stuff that I just made the changes for. So we'll hit start and we'll show you those changes and how they work in the wrapping cycle. So first we're going to get our bottom wrap. It's at that looser tension. It's only at 20 right now. It's going to start raising up. We're still at that 20 tension. Now it's stopped right here at that 32. It's going to do its 2 reinforcement wraps. So it stopped right here. Now it's going back up. Once it gets to the top, it's going to do its 1 wrap that we have it set for. So it's going to do the 1. And now notice the film's pretty loose. When it starts going back down, the film is going to tighten up quite a bit. So notice the band once it goes down. So notice it's a lot tighter now. See how tight that is compared to before? So now it's 50 tension on the way back down. So it's doing exactly what we programmed it to do.